Hey guys, how's it going? This is Will Hitchcock here. Welcome to my channel. I appreciate you stopping by to take a look and see what I'm doing here. Please consider subscribing and hitting the like button down below. That really does help me get my information out. Really starts getting some traction here on YouTube. I'm super new to the channel. As you can probably see, I only have a few views, but you know what? I'm on here to help other people. I'm on here hopefully to help you if you're in a same similar situation. And what we're talking about is saving for retirement, saving, building wealth, basically. Okay, if you're looking to make money online, certainly there's a million things on YouTube you can take a look at. But if you're looking to save what you have, okay, and put it towards assets, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit more. So, give you a little backstory myself. I'm 50 plus, 50, 56, and I have very little, if zero, for retirement. It happens. I'm not the only one. Maybe you're the one out there as well, that things happen in life. That maybe you had a situation that came up, and then you had to maybe take your 401k from your other sources of income and just put it towards an emergency, or maybe you never really had one. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. If you're looking to build more wealth, you're looking to add more to your assets. There's a beautiful thing out there. It's called ETFs. They're exchange traded funds that you can purchase through a brokerage account. All right. I have a mentor online here that I listen to, I talk with. I'm a part of a group, and we talk about brokerage account. And we talk about how you can start putting money aside and putting it into an S&P 500. And I personally use SoFi account right now, and it's literally so simple to get started. I started with $50. I opened up a savings account with SoFi, and I have a link in subscription below, and all the explanation. I have some videos on how you do this. Totally free. As soon as I signed up, a couple of days later, I had 25 deposited into my account. So I'm up $25. Big deal, right? But I opened up a brokerage account, started investing. And I started investing through, you can do through any of the brokerage accounts, any of the like VU or I'm trying to say Vanguard. They're a big boy group that the S&P 500, but I'm actually use SPLG. I'll put a link below a little bit about that. And it's an ETF, exchange traded fund. Instead of purchasing a big, huge drop in, $1,500 and buying large shares of this stock, you buy an ETF shares, SPLG shares. It's like, I think, trending around $65 a share. But you put as much as you possibly can. If you want to take a look, go on Google, look up what stocks, look at the history. Okay, look at this history of the S&P 500. You're really not going to beat it when it comes to building wealth long term. And we're talking 10 years or more if you have that time. But if historical data does show, within you go ahead and take a look back 10, 20 years, that they have returns upwards between, let's say, low end 8% all the way up to 10 to 15%. Okay, meaning if you put enough money into an S&P 500 over time, that's going to compound dramatically. Now, we'll talk a little bit more on how you can do that. Maybe you're working a 9 to 5, you're really struggling. Most Americans are. I'm going to tell you right now, it's tough out there. The inflation rate is just crazy. People are struggling just to pay rent. They're struggling to pay insurance. They're struggling to put food on the table for each other. It's just absolutely hard right now. So I want to let you know there's good news. And the good news is I'm going to show you. Click on the link below, sign up for an account there. Look at it. It's not going to go in my account. It's going to go in yours. You'll have that secured in there. You'll be able to spend it on whatever you want. You open up a brokerage account. You get that $25. You're gonna you have 75. Now you open up a savings account, and then you open up a brokerage account. Now what they're going to do is they're going to give you $100. Whether or not they're doing this, I believe they are, but they're going to give you $100, and you put that towards a fractional share of whatever you want. $100. You can put it towards the big the big companies out there. You can buy a fractional share of Nvidia. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more as we go. But Nvidia is, if you're not sure who they are, what they do, they're just a huge company, technology based AI. Big things are happening. If you don't know Nvidia, go ahead and take a look, Google it up, and you're going to be blown away. But I bought a fractional share, almost a full share of Tesla. Okay, Tesla, we know it dropped, but it's going to be doing some big things here very soon. So I have Tesla, and you can go ahead and do the same. Go ahead and buy a fractional share. Now, Nvidia, if you haven't heard the news, you can take a look online. They're about to go in and they're going to do what's called a split. NVIDIA is going to have a split in its stock. If you take a look at the video when they started, maybe 2-3 years ago, just after the pandemic, I believe, they were around under $300 a share. Now they're upwards, I think, $1,000. But they're going to do it June 10th, is they're going to have what's called a 10-for-1 split. So when a company, when a stock splits, it increases its outstanding shares to make stocks more affordable for investors. So, for example, instead of having a stock trading at $1,000 a share like it is, a 10-to-1 stock split would allow it to trade for $100 per share. All right. So that's huge. So you're going to be able to get more shares at a cheaper rate. So if you have money set aside, 1,000, maybe 2,000, I would consider going in there. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, I'm not here to tell you to take risks and put all your money into a certain stock, but do your research. Go on Google and take a look at the company, take a look at what they're doing. That's a big opportunity. Okay, and it's very rare that something like this happens. So now, if you're not sure how you're going to save this money, there's tons of things you can do right now to put money aside and start putting into an S&P 500 right away. All right, put as much as you possibly can. All right, if you want to go with what we call the the big boy ones, you have your Tesla, you have your Nvidia. Okay, big ones. These are the Magnificent Seven stocks, and you have Meta, you have Alphabet, okay, Google, and so on. You can take a look, and there's 7 big stock companies that right there, huge, put money into. But if you're starting out like I am, I've got quite a significant amount put towards an S&P 500. I have pretty much almost a full share of Tesla, and now I'm starting to put some more money into this split that's going to be happening in June 10th. So I'm getting ready for that. I want you to get ready for that as well. And there's a way you can do that. Number one, get some extra money. Sell the things that you don't need right now. A lot of folks have these services that, I hate to say it, but, get rid of your Netflix, get rid of all those premium channels. Maybe you cut down on what you're spending so you can save. Have a garage sale. Now is a perfect time to do this. It's beautiful outside, depending on where you are, but most places right now are starting to warm up. It's starting to get nice out there. Put a table out. I'm telling you, if you're using something that you don't need anymore, if you have some things that in the garage that you think you can just get a couple $100 for, do it, please. This is going to help you long term. 10-year. I have a 10-year plan. There's a guide down below. All you have to do is go down to the bottom here, click on that link. I have a couple Loom videos on there, and it's going to walk you step by step. My blueprint for 2024 and beyond. I am 10 years to put as much money as I possibly can towards these stocks. All right, and I want to help you as well. I'd like to, collaborate with some folks on here. If you're out there, you're investing. If you're, going to different channels, you're checking out information that I haven't seen. Of course, please share that down below. I want to let everyone else know. Please, if there's some scammers or people down there just, letting you. Saying, hey, you can make $1 million on here or this and this and that, and trying to take your money, please look out for that. There's a lot of scammers. But what I want to do is to start a real channel here. I want to encourage folks. I want to, show you what can happen, and I want to be a testament to that. I want to be a living proof that I'm going from completely almost, deadbeat broke, in my 50s, and then going through this, by the time I'm 65, I know it's not far down the road. It goes quick. I want to be set up to have at least $500,000 to $1,000,000. Okay. So I'm creating some wealth plans. I'm creating some extra streams of income, some side hustles, you can say. And I want to, and in due time, I'm going to share that with that information with you as well. But through the SoFi account I have below, look at, guys, you can get, just by sharing this with 13 people, you can get like $1,000. How easy is that? Go on to Facebook, don't spam, but, talk to a few people you may know and just say, hey, look, here's a link, click on that link, put in $50 for a savings account. You're going to get 25. They're going to get 25 and you're going to get 75. And then, you know what? With that money, you could start building your ETF, start building assets, true wealth. The 1% doesn't want to let you know about what they do. They just want you to go out and keep consuming, buying, going to just getting all kinds of entertainment, paying for, lavish, lavish things you really don't need. Maybe you need to downsize. Maybe you need to, sell that car. You're making a $500-600 payment. Sell it, get rid of it. Really need to get your budget together. Get a budget sheet. There's some things I'll put below there to help you with that. But again, going through and putting money aside every week, every month, commit to $1,000. That's what I'm doing. I'm committing right now. That's small right now, $1,000 a month. And then I want to increase 2, 3, 4,000, 5,000, as much as I possibly can, with side hustles, with businesses that I'm going to be starting. I'm still working, okay, but I'm also putting money aside. And I'm not spending on things I really don't need. I don't need to go out there and take a weekend to go to the mountains and spend $200-300 a night. I don't need to do that. I don't need to go online and go on these betting things and just gambling and crap like that. I'm looking to really slim down my spending and put that towards assets. So I encourage you to do the same. If this helps you, if there's any questions, certainly comment below. I'd love to, get in touch with you. I'll be leaving a link again below. Please click on subscribe. Watch my journey. I'm already starting to build my wealth. It's been very, very slow. I started in 2024 this year, of course, in January, and I had little money, very, very little. And so I want to encourage you, if you're starting out, this is the way you can really start building your assets, start building your wealth towards the end of your rainbow. Maybe it's 10 years from now, if you have a little bit longer, 15, 20, I know it seems like a long time, but it goes pretty quick. But at least start something now, And with this split now that's going on, you have a big, big opportunity. If you have some money put aside, if you have, I hate to say, if you have like 10 grand, that would be something to consider. You can become wealthy, like incredibly wealthy, with this opportunity that's happening. So, guys, I appreciate you staying on for this long. I appreciate you really listening to me at this point. Again, consider subscribing to this channel. I have some other great things I'll be sharing in the future, but I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.